What is up, everyone? Jay here with some more Marvel Rivals Ranked, and today will be some Captain America games pre-nerf. The patch dropped yesterday that changed some heroes, including Cap, who got an HP nerf of 50, unfortunately. But I did say in my previous video, I understand the nerf, even though I have some annoyances with it. You know, if you think about it, a character like Cap with his mobility, his speed, his survivability, having 750 health is pretty crazy. So I get it why they nerfed him, but I'm just glad Groot got nerfed too, because his walls took forever to take out, so now they have less health, thankfully. But yeah, these games will be pre-nerf, like I said, and this will be the first game on the channel on the new Kakoa map, which is a lot of fun. I personally enjoy this map. I don't know how others feel about it, but I think it's really cool. It is kind of hard to win on sometimes, just because of the sheer amount of routes there are on the map, the angles of attack. There's portals that appear, so it's really fun, but when you lose, it sucks. But yeah. I'm going to sneak behind the big tree here and try to dive the backline as Cap does. And, you know, he's not going to be able to do that as well. And they're also buffing healing damage, which I'm not a fan of. I didn't like the change to supports because I don't think they need a damage buff. But it is what it is. I think Cap will still, you know, he'll still be good this season, of course. He was good last season. Just not as many people knew about it because the team-up anchor bonus that he got is really carrying him this season with the health, because without it, he would only have 600 health. You know, he would have Thor levels of health. So I just hope if they do remove the Bucky team up, that they'll restore his HP to at least 675 like he was last season in 1.5. But yeah, 2 nerfs to his HP definitely suck, but 700 is still a lot. And I think, you know, it's still plenty enough to be Captain America and do the things he does best. But right now, not doing the best because Penny's locking us down, and this map, like I said, just has so many angles of attack. There's the trees here, but there's a lot of openings in between them. So they're doing a good job of just locking us down. And, yeah. Not the greatest start right now, and our Penny's getting bum rushed over there. She can't do anything. And at this point, I'm like, okay, well, probably not the best choice, but I was like, okay, let me just stall the point and give my team time to come back. But, I mean, it's not really going to do much. Star-Lord's going to ult, or my teammate Star-Lord. But, you know, they have the Invisible Man ult, and everyone's going crazy. There's an Iron Man ult. He misses the Luna by a little bit. That would have been huge. Unfortunately, we don't get it. I'm just trying to get the healers to try to get at least one of them, but Invisible Woman just has amazing escape. Right there. Like, look at this. I can't do anything. So here's the portal is opening up, and we have only a little bit of time to get on the point. We do finally manage to get it right here after giving up 98% of it, but it's okay. So now I feel like to make up for lost ground, I have to just be super aggressive in the back line, so I'm going to do that. And like I said, there's just so many angles on this map. So actually, their Strange is going to portal, and I was trying to look for him. I might try to disrupt his portal. So yeah, he's right over there, and I'm like, okay, well, let me jump through it, right? So I tried to do that, but he puts it next to a tree, so it's hella jank. I don't know why it does that. Portals are weird. They're definitely weird sometimes. So I'm like, okay, screw that. I'll just try and dive Sue. But she escapes, of course. I don't know where the hell she is, and they get the point back. So kind of a mistake on my end, but the Iron Man does get a kill. But we need to get the healers. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Damn. Just can't. Cloak and Dagger ult is complete ear rape. We're almost going to get it, and then there's another Penny Nest. This is just super, super annoying. There's the Iron Man ult. Can he get something with it? No. Yeah, it's not looking good. I do have my ult, so I'm going to stall a little bit. But I don't think it's going to be able to be done because I just can't kill the healers right now. I have to stay on the point while trying to kill the healers, but they're just, you know, going back. And then there's their ult, and I'm pretty much cooked. I have to spend my attention and energy trying to kill that nest. And I have to back up right here, but because I do that, we give up the point and we lose. So, really bad start, but it's okay. We could bounce back. I mean, we didn't do too bad. None of us went, like, negative, so that's good at least. But they were just locking us down. That map is hard to win. I think that's one of Penny's best maps, honestly. So here we go on the second map. This one is also crazy for similar reasons, but I think it's a bit easier against Penny because Penny, there's more space on the point. So there's that. So making my way downtown. Yeah, 750 health Cap, man. I only had to use you. Only got to use you for a little bit, man. I'm going to miss you, but again, you're still gonna be a great character. Cap mains, we're still going to. It's not gonna stop us, you know. So I like that part of the portal right there because you can just dive from the top like that and do whatever you want. There's a Star-Lord ult, Psylocke ult. Everyone's using their ults right now. MK Ball's over here going off. Great use of his ultimate because we needed that to start the game strong. And I'm going to shove Strange into the wall and get that kill. So that's good, and we get the point. So already way better than the last game. Alright, so I'm just going to see who's coming up. If they come up this way, because they can go underground, they can go through the portal at the bottom level. Trying to dive Psylocke, but she's just too fast for me, and I overextend and die. So that was bad. We are going to give up the point, it looks like. Yep, unfortunately. But I still have Penny with me. We do lose one of our healers, but I'm just trying to dive theirs. Right here, I'm finally going to get Sue. I think that was my first kill on her in this game. And I'm just getting triple teamed. And I'm going to ult right there just to survive. And Namor, of course, is there to be annoying. And they just CC me and kill me. So that was a bad ult by my part, but it's alright. Going to help Penny here and make sure she doesn't die. Going to dive Namor, or try to dive him. He's very low. We do get him right there. Our Star-Lord's putting in work. He's doing a lot better this round. There's his ult. I'm going to have to back up. I'm really low on health. I'm looking for heals. I do shove my girl Psylocke, sorry. I do get a kill on her right there. Star-Lord is applying pressure, and Strange is going to die, so we do get the point right back. Alright. And our Iron Man's doing good too. He's 13-3. So this is what I mean. Look at this. You can just go over here, up this little boost pack, or trampoline, whatever. And I can just dive Namor, be annoying, and then just escape. And the portal is open as well. I thought about going through that, but it's alright. I'll retreat, go back to the point, because they can portal. And there is their portal. However, they're using it with only 2 people. Penny and Strange, who don't have the best damage right now. So that was kind of a wasted ult because we do take out Penny. They did not coordinate that well. The other team didn't even know they were portaling probably. So that's good for us. And we do use Luna ult just in case. Just to survive. There's Psylocke. She's going to vanish. And there she is right again. So she uses her ult. I'm going to have to jump out of there. Soul Bond is going to help me though. And she does not get a kill. That's what I mean with Psylocke's ult, man. There's so much counterplay to it. Including Adam's ability there. There's the Iron Man ult, but he just keeps throwing it into Strange, who can just block it easily. So unfortunately, he doesn't get a kill. But it's okay. MK Ball's the Star-Lord going crazy, and I have my ult now. We have the healers and the DPS where I want them, in the corner here, backing up. Yeah, Star-Lord gets Invisible Woman, and now Strange is alone. Iron Man is gone as well, and there is that punch to Strange, and Psylocke's the only one left. We have to get her off this. They do have the Cloak and Dagger ult, of course, but I have mine, so it's all good. Not too scared right now. There's a Star-Lord ult, perfectly timed. They're going to have to back up. Namor is trying to camp, and we get the second game. Really good adaptation. They were running one tank at the end there with Strange, using Iron Man and Namor without Hulk, which obviously you can use those characters without Hulk, but they banned Bruce, so their plan isn't working. But they will switch to another tank in a bit here for the final game on Kakoa. This is probably my favorite Kakoa map out of the 3 new ones, to be honest. It's just really cool looking. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I like this one more than the underground one. But either way, here we go. I'm already on the point because Cap is just that fast. They're making their way, and I'm just going to have to try and hold the line here against all this firepower. So here we go. They switched to Emma, which is a problem. Emma is really good, and she does pretty well against Cap for the most part, especially in her diamond form. You just grab him out of stuff. So I'm going to try and dive Rocket. We lose our Star-Lord here, so I'm going to have to back up and get some heals. So I'm going to ult right here to just sustain and keep the fight going. And that was a good play because we do get some kills. So great job by my Star-Lord. Yep. So just doing as much damage as I can, and now I have Cloak and Dagger isolated, and I'm able to take her out for the first time in this game, I think. And we are going to be able to get the first point. Yeah, you can see me trying to do the animation cancel sometimes. You know, I'm not the best at it. Strange is holding on to dear life, but he will be dead soon. Yep. So, there we go. And there's the Namor turrets being annoying. Gonna try and get him, but I'll have to back up because I'm way too low right now. Okay, so looking great to start the last game here. Back into the fray, just jumping and diving as much as I can. But then right here I make a mistake, I think, coming up. I'm gonna try to dive them from this angle, and I get a bit too greedy. Yeah. Right here, I get grabbed, right? Choke slammed, and then right there, I did my dash, and it looked like I died by ramming my head into the wall. That was pretty funny. But on the way back, we still have the point. I'm trying to get Rocket there. That was an epic fail of a dive, and me and Star-Lord are trying to chase him. And despite the nerfs, Rocket is still a pest. Or pest. He's still a pest to deal with. Why did I say pest? He's still a pest to deal with his wall climb, and his dash is still... Even though they nerfed it, it's still, you know, a really good escape tool and just mobility option. Namor's alone. I'm going to try and get him. There we go. And we are at 76%, looking great. They haven't been able to do much. Adam Warlock's putting in work, and he got a nice buff as well. So good for Warlock mains, because I think he definitely deserved a buff. I think they nerfed him a little bit too much with the Soul Bond. But just like the Cap nerf, I understand it to a degree. Look at all the rooms on this damn map. You get lost in this area, to be honest. There's Venom, gonna jump from the skies, and there is the Rocket ult. So I'm gonna use mine just to make sure we live. Back up to regain the point. There's Rocket. Star-Lord's putting in work. Okay, gonna keep diving. There's the Iron Man ult, and it takes out the Rocket, which we definitely needed that. And now Emma is pretty much alone. Or actually, no, never mind. Venom's right there. Cloak and Dagger's back. Animation canceling. She grabs me, but it doesn't matter. There's the Cloak and Dagger ult to try and last-ditch effort for them, but that's not going to do anything. And we pretty much have this game in the bag. We did really good defense right there. Yeah. That was beautiful. I went 19-5 and 4 assists, and the rest of my team barely died after that first game. So great win by my team here on the Kakoa map, which is a lot of fun. Definitely enjoy it, but when you lose on it, it's tough. So this game was in gold 1, I believe. So yeah. Again, this is pre-nerf. This is before. This is 750 HP cap, which we only had for about 2 weeks, my glorious king. I will miss you, but it's alright. So yeah, that was gold 1. And the next game is going to be on Central Park. So for this game, we're running the Thing, Cap, Magic, Spider-Man, Rocket, and Invisible Woman. So a pretty dive-heavy comp, which I like. And I definitely enjoy. Dive meta is very good right now. I know a lot of people are complaining about it. But my personal opinion, if dive was bad... you know, then support would be a little bit too easy. In my opinion, this is controversial. I know a lot of people will disagree. And right here, I meant to do the dive, but it didn't come out, and I just died in a stupid way, but Rocket's got my back. But ignoring that blooper, I do think support is overall the easiest role. That's just my personal opinion. And if you make dive, you know, bad or a lot worse, then support just becomes that much easier. That's just my take. I do take out Sue right there, and I'm going to have to back up to get some heals. But yeah, I know there's a lot of controversy in the community right now. It's getting pretty toxic at times, but you know, that's expected with any kind of popular multiplayer game, competitive game. But here we go. Well, we've been going. I did manage to get a healer, and their Moon Knight is camping up there. We have to get rid of him ASAP before he starts doing a kajillion damage. And luckily the Spider-Man on my team is doing a good job, or he's going to do a good job, because I rarely ever play with good Spider-Man just because he's banned so much. And whenever there is a good Spider-Man, it's usually not on my team. So it's nice to have a good one finally. And that Moon Knight, you know, he's getting comfortable up there, but Spidey's going to get him right there. Yeah, he's gone. Star Screamer doing his thing, and me and Thing are boxing here in this corner. But it's just hard to approach on this map with Penny. Another game with Penny, and she's a lot better this season. But this part of the map she can just lock down because it's just a narrow corridor, that you have to go through that way. You can go through the other way, but it's like hard because not every character can get through the back, the side entrance that I did at the beginning of the game there. So yeah, I just have to keep retreating and, you know, healing. But the thing, he overextended and we're able to kill him. Spider-Man getting another kill, and then we have to quickly get on the point. And I'm just going to try and dive Sue, get her out of there, and then Penny's going to keep doing her nest cheese. But, you know, the Moon Knight ult comes out. Thankfully, we don't die. The Invis ultimate helps us a lot. And their Squirrel Girl, is that ours or theirs? Yeah, their Squirrel Girl, kind of a bad ult there. But I'm not complaining. So we do get the first point finally. Looking pretty solid after, you know, kind of a struggle at the beginning there. You know, but I mean, it's not even a struggle. It just takes time to get the point sometimes. So here we go. The thing, he wants to box, but he's kind of doing it a little bit too isolated. And while he's distracted, I'm just going to dive the healers as usual. But I'll force the Luna ult. That's fine by me because I have mine if I need to sustain, and I'll go ahead and use it. There's a strange ult. That was pretty bad, but... well, I thought it was bad, but then Moon Knight combo ulted it to kill. So that was amazing because Moon Knight's ult got buffed. It's not as strong as it once was. It was really broken like early on in the game, like Season 0, early Season 1. But now if you get people in the center, it will absolutely decimate them. And that's what happened right there through all the heals and everything. So that was a beautiful combo ult by my team. And I'm able to get Luna earlier. Right there, I overextended, but Cap can get out. I'm going to try and get Moon Knight a little bit, but I'm just going to retreat. And we are getting good progress on this push right here. There is Sue. She's alone. Going to try and get her. Clobbering time is going to come out. And this thing, man, he's doing his own thing. Literally, he's not really playing with his team. So kind of a bad ult there. I mean, he figured he'd probably be able to get a kill or two, but it did not work out. Penny's just being annoying. And then now they switched to Storm. So that's kind of a problem. Flying characters can definitely be very annoying to take out. So I'm in the back line, just trying to distract them. Things, Earthbound is so annoying because right there I can't dash for a little bit. That's a big reason why the thing is good against Cap, and kind of a soft check to him, honestly. But you know, Cap can manage if the Cap knows what they're doing. We're gonna use our Invisible Woman ult. Look at that! I can't even dive completely. It'll just interrupt my dive mid-jump, mid-dive. Like I'll be flying downwards like a rocket, and then all of a sudden Earthbound, and I can't move. So yeah, Spider-Man's doing his thing. I don't think he's died very much in this game. Well, right as I say that, he dies to Storm, but it's okay. There's the Luna ult, and we are just trying to do our best to push this damn vehicle. I'm gonna use mine finally. There's another thing ult. He's getting it pretty fast. Okay, we do get a kill right there. Storm is lurking. I'm gonna stay on the point, and there's the Storm ult. So right here I have to back up because there's nothing I can do. And Cap can escape and outspeed a Hurricane, which is pretty crazy. But I'm just gonna wait for my team. We had a good push. We have time. So while I'm waiting for my team to come back, I might as well just throw my shield, build a little bit of my ult charge, and then just retreat. That's all I can do right now. There's the Moon Knight ult. Unfortunately, no kills. And here I'm just gonna try and take out the Penny nest, but Penny is guarding her babies. There's the Strange ult. Good job by the Strange. And we're able to take out both their healers. Penny's alone now, and we can just dive her. Yeah, they still have Storm though. They take out the thing, take out Penny. Storm is alone, and while Cap is, it's hard for Cap to reach her. I can still kill her. Just throwing the shields, and now she's low to the ground, and she's gone. All right, so we got the second point. They're looking pretty solid right now. Their Storm isn't doing the greatest, 4 and 7. And I'm going to take this route to try to catch them by surprise, of course. Spider-Man on the wall had the same idea. So I'm going to go this way and see what they're up to. There they are. Okay. Alright, and my team takes out both the healers. So that's what happens, man. You want to do that with Cap. You know, it gives your team an opening. Not only to push up, but it might even give them an opening to get kills like that. And now Moon Knight is back to a corner. I thought I had that kill, but then Spider-Man just came in and took my final hit. Come on, bro. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't really care. But he came out of nowhere for that, but Spidey's just that fast. So we just need to push this damn thing, and we are almost there for the 3rd point. I'm just going to keep moving and find flank angles. There's Luna alone and Squirrel Girl. Okay, Moon Knight is there to protect them, so I'm going to back up because I'm getting a little bit low. Another kill by Spider-Man. My goat getting another kill. There's the Invis ult, unfortunately, and then I'm going to use my ult, which I probably could have saved this for a little bit later, honestly, but I didn't know when our invisible woman would use her ult, and she does use it there. Frozen for 10 years. Literally, that's a lore-accurate Captain America. Not even 10 years, like 70 years, right, in the comics. So I'm just going to keep punching the thing. But he's active, man. He gets his ult pretty quick. He is just continuing to punch. Just right there, I thought that was the enemy Moon Knight for some reason, so that was stupid by me. Cloak and Dagger, they just don't die sometimes. Even though they are obviously vulnerable to dive, they have a good amount of anti-dive tools. Obviously, you know, Cloak can turn invisible and just float away and, you know, make your vision bad. Then Dagger has the heals where she can just put the portal and then live. And she's using resources, obviously, but she does better against dive than I think people give her credit for, and definitely better than other healers. But right there, the thing is you can use his ult, and they take out pretty much our entire team, and we're not going to be able to get the 3rd point, unfortunately. Yeah. Spider-Man tried, but it's okay. It was a good push. I only died twice, and one of those deaths was when I accidentally self-destructed and killed myself at the first part of the map. I should have. I don't really use that route too much with Cap, so I guess I should have practiced it more. But it's okay. We did good, and we just have to hold them to less than 2 points. So, gonna sneak behind them and see what healers are peeking. And when I do that, I don't see any healers. I actually see Venom. So he's also lurking. I don't know what he was doing. So we're gonna go 1v1, mano-a-mano. Yeah, but it might not get anywhere because, you know, even if you do manage to get him to low, he can just restore his HP with his bonus health, with his ability. But our Spider-Man is able to get a kill. They have one less tank to have on their front line, so I was able to distract the Venom, obviously, right there. I'm going to have to back up and get some heals. I dive, coincidentally, right on the thing's head. We do get the Venom. We have a Punisher now on our team, and now I can dive the healers a bit. Thing is peeling as he should. I just keep getting earthbound every single time I try to jump, it feels like, when I'm close to him. Alright, so I'm going to dive Wanda. Invis is right there. Okay, Luna's right there. I get frozen. There is a perfectly timed Invisible Woman ult because now the thing... Again, he's just overextending a lot. Even though he's getting a lot of ults and, you know, doing a lot of damage, I feel like he's just not playing with his team enough, and he just died right there. I am able to get Invisible Woman out of there. So yeah, just throw my shield and then back up. My heals, my strategists are doing a great job of heals, for sure. There's their Cloak and Dagger ult, and I do have my ult, so I'm going to use that to counter that a little bit. Okay. I thought I saw someone over there, but it's okay. There's the Luna ult. Unfortunate, but it's okay. We're holding them pretty decently well. There's the Wanda ult. We're going to have to respect that. Going to have to pull up my shield. There's the Strange ult, which, you know, he actually timed that pretty well. I was going to say that Luna's ult was going on, but hers just ended. And then Spider-Man finds an opening to use his ult. Great job. That was the Storm player, so they switched to Luna. And the Thing just, he's still here. We're going to have to keep fighting him. Rocket, they're staggering a little bit. I mean, he wanted to heal the Thing, but this guy's taking on the entire team. There's his ult, but again, he's kind of doing it solo. So yeah, just not a good ult right there. I would have waited to at least have some teammates for damage. I do snipe the Rocket, and then right there, I dashed and just dashed in between them. That was like a perfect dash right there. I get... Well, not perfect. I was trying to hit them, obviously, but it was perfectly in between. A perfect miss. I do get Strange with the shield throw, and then now we can just dive, and I can peel back. Wanda is hiding in the corner. That's the amazing thing about Cap. Not only his survivability, but just his obviously his movement, his dive is so good to just escape. And I've seen some crazy rollouts people have done. There's one on I think it's the Yggdrasil map where you can do a rollout and literally jump across a couple parts of the map and go to the stairs. I tried doing it myself on that map. It's kind of hard to explain, but I tried doing it on that map, and it's so hard to do. I feel like it's like a frame-perfect input to get the rollout with Cap. But, you know, while his rollouts might not be as good as, like, Venom's or Spider-Man's, obviously, he does have some sauce when it comes to rolling out of maps. But we're holding them really well right here. They just can't really break through anything. Right here, I'm going to dive rocket force him to move his position. So yeah, I'm doing a good job. I still haven't died, I don't think, yet. I got a couple healers. Wanda's trying to flank, but she just doesn't do enough damage sometimes. Right here, though, I'm getting low. I should have went into that room right there on the left because there's a health pack, but it's okay. I bravely dive into the entire team, almost there, into like 3 people, and my healers are back, and then Spider-Man gets another kill. So I know the enemy team is definitely regretting not banning Spider-Man. Right here, Luna is toast. Gonna throw her shield, or my shield, on her back right there. That was beautiful. There's a strange ult. I'm not too scared of it because I have good healers and a lot of health right now. So that was to no avail. There's the invis ult, and we're able to win. They didn't even get a point. So great job of my team. And yeah, so that was a great game. 33-9-3 from Starscream with the Spider-Man. You'd love to see it. Twinkie, Tony also had a good game. They were also wilding in the chat at the beginning of the game. And I went for 18-2-7. So great game. 2 solid Cap games that I wanted to commentate. And then the last game of this video I'm not going to be commentating. It's just a solid Cap game without any deaths. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary and also the last game I'm going to show. So that was a gold one. But yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Please stay safe out there. Peace out.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? The right heroes could make all the difference.
If we don't stand up for what's right, freedom's an idea that will...
Good work, Susan.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
That's some nice armor you got there, sweetheart. How much you want for it?
No, Rocket. You know Spider isn't for sale.
How about just one arm? No? Ah, come on. You're killing me, kid.
Not yet, but I'd be careful if I were you. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They look like they mean business. To stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Catch! Sorry, soldier. That's the boost I needed. spot is worth monitoring.
This is gonna
Sorry, soldier. Here they come. That's the boost I needed.
from behind.
Take this!
Leave them to Khonshu!
Catch! We're in this together. Take this! Stand down! Sorry, soldier.
Are undefeatable! It's fighter time!
Stand down! Back in the fight.
I am ready to put on a show!
Armed and dangerous!
These fighters are fearless but deadly.
Take this!
A shame to ruin such a...
Stand down! This spot is worth monitoring. Take this! Hostile forces incoming.
Khonshu has his eye on you.
I'll patch you up. You're welcome. Down yet. Take this. Stand down. That's the boost I needed.
It's clobbering time! Ahead, I found them.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Freedom's an idea that will never die.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round 2, go!
I fight for more than a flag. I fight for an idea.
Fools.
One
Do you
bigger than
truly
all of
believe
us.
You can stop my grand scheme?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Asgard has been invaded yet again.
You do have a plan to stop Victor, don't you, darling?
Would you still love me if I said, not yet?
Of course. But I would also be extremely concerned.
As would I, my dear. As would I.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoever they are, they don't hit that beacon to its destination.
shipshape in no time.